What's going on, y'all? Grind to Motivate back in this thing again, man, with another video. And today we have what looks to be a body positive model. I'm not sure if she is, but based off of the video, her face is kind of wide, and the fact that she is not showing any other part of her body is kind of a telltale sign of that. If you like big women or you are a big woman, not trying to offend you or anything like that, but I think that's what this is right here. She's saying some silly things. Let's see if they're valid to you, or does she just need to shut the hell up? Let's work.
If he wanted to, he would. Hear me out. I went on a date with a guy last week, and it was a good date. We had a fun time together. He's a big-time lawyer. He owns 3 to 4 cars. He's doing really well in life. You guys know I'm a model. I'm new to the city. Transplant. Don't even have a car yet. Like, still building up my life out here.
Somebody said, what kind of model is she? The only kind of modeling she could be doing is some chapstick. I thought that was kind of funny because her lips do look like they might be a little crusty or something like that. But let's keep going.
Regardless, I expect my date to either pick me up or Uber me to the date. That is just my standard. The first date, he was a perfect gentleman. He picked me up and everything. He calls me today for a second date. He wants to go golfing. I said, great. What time are you picking me up? He's like, well, it's out of the way to pick you up. I just recommend you Uber to me and then we can go on our date.
Man, I feel sorry for y'all jokers in New York, man, because she's talking about some Uber and all that. And I know y'all don't be driving cars and, you know, it's overcrowded. So Uber and taxis are the main route of transportation up there. And it seems to be a common occurrence because I heard this on Daily Wrap-Up Crew, and I know they're based in New York. A girl was saying something like, yeah, I expect her to pick me up in an Uber, and then we go from there. So is that like a common occurrence if you're a New Yorker, you going on a date with a new girl, you always go get her an Uber so she can meet you in the spot or something like that, man? Bronx Yankee, CP the artist, Black v Silver, y'all let me know what's the dating scene like that. You gotta do an Uber every time? That's annoying, bro. That's too annoying, man. But then let's think about what she said. She said the first time the guy was a perfect gentleman, picked her up, and everything was nice. But then the second time he determined that it was out of the way, and you know, maybe you can find your own way there. You can get yourself an Uber there, and I don't really see the problem with that. Yeah, I think if a girl is close by, close proximity, and is on the way to where you guys are meeting up, there's no issue in picking her up. But I think if she's out the way, you got to travel 30 minutes to go all the way down here, and then you got to come back to the dating spot. I think that's a hassle for you. First, you're wasting gas. Then also you have to pay for the date because more than likely you're the person that's footing the bill. So I think that kind of makes her a liability right there, man. It shows that, you know, you're a person that's inconveniencing me. Like, you don't really want to make anything easier. I think that's kind of a red flag already in itself right there. You don't even want to just make it easy just so you can go on a date with me. You don't really want to see me, do you? If that's the case, ladies, what do you think about that? Do you feel like a man should be picking you up every date? Or do you not mind going and finding your way there? I think, man, like, well, I'm going off Atlanta way, but like, man, if you ain't got no goddamn car, man, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing, man? What the hell? Stop it. And I'm not going to pay no Uber for you every time, man, because everything in Atlanta's stretched out and far away for some reason. But man, what do you guys think about that? Let me know.
And then I wasn't sure if he meant me Uber myself or him Uber me. So I hung up and I texted him. I was like, hey, I'm excited for Saturday, but just to clarify. He calls me up and he's like, can you clarify your text message? And I said, I was wondering what you meant by the Uber. Were you going to call me an Uber, or did you want me to call an Uber for myself? And he said, I recommend you call an Uber for yourself. And I said, oh, well, you know, since this is a date, I prefer you to Uber me, or you can pick me up. And he's like, oh, well, I think you could just do it yourself. And my thing is, yes, I can do it myself, but you're asking me on a date. I expect to be taken care of.
She mad because he ain't sending U-Haul truck. That's what she wanted, that comfort, boy. She wanted that comfort transportation. Well, she ain't big enough for a U-Haul truck, so maybe the Raptor truck, man. Hey, man, I want the Raptor truck, man. What y'all think about the Raptor truck? That's a nice truck right there, man. But I'm just playing around right here, man. This lady right here is talking shit. Let's keep going.
Pick me up or call me an Uber. The notion that it's too far or too out of the way for the date, it's an inconvenience for me because now I have to pay for part of this date. I have a problem with that. And when I think about it, you guys, like some women, my sister, for example, she won't even pay for an ice cream at the end of the date. And she's been dating her guy for a couple years now, but even the first few months of their dating, she refused to pay for anything. She didn't pay for anything. He was like, can't you just pay for an ice cream after dinner? And she's like, no. And guess what? She moves in with this man. They've been together for 3 years, about to get married. He picked that girl.
Man, that joker sound like a desperate beta male right there, man. She wouldn't pay for nothing. He asked her, hey, man, you can just buy a little ice cream. And she said, no. What's wrong with that, man? I can't stand that kind of stuff, man. I'm going to tell y'all a story, man. I got finessed like Jimmy in the skits from back in the day. I got to start doing more skits. There's something coming up. But anyway, man, so I was going on a couple dates with this girl. I thought she was cute and everything. She was, I guess she was a top tier girl, I guess. And she, I was paying for all the dates, man. I was going out like a sucker, boy. I paid for all the dates, boy. I ain't getting no type of nothing. I got no type of nothing, man. And the bad thing was, I knew that it was going nowhere, but for some reason, I felt like I was just so that guy that, nah, this ain't happening to me. Nah, bro, I can get past this, man. So
they think.
So I paid for like, man, I think I did like, man, maybe I did. I went to danger zone. I might have did like 5 dates, all solid dates. Not no like, oh yeah, we just went to the park. This was before, I kind of got hip to that. But it was like all solid dates. I put some money out there, man. She didn't pay for not a thing, boy. Not one BA thing, man. Use your imagination to understand what BA things, man. But I got finessed. And then, man, I went ahead and, I figured at that point, hey, sometimes, you should be aggressive on, what you want. I want some splash. So, I asked her about the splash. She tells me no. Like I'm just some sorry, lame beta male. She tells me no after I've done all this. So, of course, I ghosted her. She came back like a couple months later talking about some happy birthday, and all this kind of stuff. Why did you ghost me? And then I said, man, because you were playing around. So then, I think, hey, man, if you're coming back and trying to see where I went, maybe you're interested. So, I went and got finessed again. And then guess what? She came back and nothing happened. And then she came back and got pregnant by some little random joker out of nowhere. So, yeah, man, I got finessed right there. And I think it's a red flag for you as a man when you're going on a date and a woman doesn't want to pay for anything. She probably looks at you as a sucker, and she's not really that interested in you. I think a lot of red pill guys always say, yeah, I'm willing to spend some money on it. She's interested in you. And I don't know, like that. I think that does have some truth to it. But I think it's, if a woman doesn't want to pay for anything, she's broke and she's sorry, or she thinks you're a sucker and you just gonna foot the bill on everything, and she's gonna dentist scam you until the wheels fall off. So don't get scammed and don't get finessed. Let's go.
He didn't pick the girl that was like trying to be nice and pay for her own Uber and pay for her own meal. No, he picked the girl that refused to pay for shit, refused to pay for anything for his ass, and he is in love. He's about to put a ring on it. He pays all the bills. They live together. He pays for everything. And yet, when they first started dating, he tried to play her. He was like, oh, can you just pay for this? No, I'm not paying for anything. Take it or leave it. He took it. So if he wanted to, ladies, he would. Okay, keep your standards high. That's all I gotta say.
So that's it for the video. And I think we're going to have to dive into a little bit of the black pill. First off, it looks like this lady, she didn't look max, as your boy Wheats Waffles would say. She didn't look max. She didn't, I don't know if, is it fashion max? Or she definitely didn't gym max. So I feel as if her, her value is not that great for her to be demanding all these things. I think Kevin Samuels actually said it. I'd hate to be like quoting Kevin Samuels, but he did say a few good things. You can't hate on all that. He was stupid. He might have been on some some Sly Cooper type energy, but he said a few good things here and there. And one thing that he said was, imagine if things were reversed and you had to pay for the dates and all this kind of stuff, and you didn't know what you was gonna get and all that. I agree with that, man. It's like you're not running around here giving me instantaneous sexual actions out the gate, so you want me to just go full throttle, full retard, and pay for absolutely everything. I think you should do some initial courtesy dates and everything like that, and keep it cordial and do all that. But after a while, man, why don't you look out for me, pay for me? You obviously don't care. You think I'm a sucker. Like I said, she kind of even said it, like she said, yeah, take it or leave it. Like, you think this dude's a sucker? Like maybe this dude's one of them what do they call it, a educated lame, or a cornball brother, one of them guys that he did everything right, went to school, kept on the straight arrow, straight edge, no drugs, no drinking. He's got 4 cars. He's a big top lawyer. So, he did everything he was supposed to do. So she thinks he's a sucker. And due to the current climate of the world, she's probably like, oh yeah, this body positive movement and all this kind of stuff. And, they got her being a model and everything. So, she's thinking she's cream of the crop when she's really not. And that's really one of the biggest issues with body positivity, is that it has women that are, not aesthetically desirable, and also you're not healthy. If you want to keep it a buck, you're having knee issues and diabetes and heart issues and all that, and you're expecting a whole lot when maybe you don't really need all that, but yeah, man, it's not the move, man. Like, you think you're gonna take advantage of this dude, you think you're gonna play him like a sucker, and then when you draw him up, because you're talking about some, I just moved here, I'm still trying to get my life together, so you think he's gonna sit here, foot the bills on the Ubers, foot the bills on all the dates, foot the bills on all the dinners, and you ain't gonna do nothing for him, and then you just gonna randomly leave, and he ain't gonna know where you at, and you're on the next pogo stick out there in New York or whatever you got going on. You're just trying to eat until you get yourself on your feet. That's lame. But what do you guys think about it, man? Do you guys think that she had a case? Do you think that she was trying to play the Joker? What do you guys think about the other situation? You talking about the one guy who took in the girl who said she wasn't paying for nothing? How do you guys feel about that? Is if a girl doesn't pay for anything on any of you guys' dates, are you gonna keep going with her? Or what's the deal with that? How do you feel about that? I think that there's got to come a time where you gotta pay the piper, whether you're gonna either splash me out, or you're gonna be a decent person and pay for a date once in a while. I don't see an issue with that, man. But I don't know, I hate to sound like a dog, man. I'm sorry, I hate to sound like a dog, but ladies, Kevin Samuels also said this too. When a man initially hits you up or anything of the sort, he does want a little piece of that. It's nothing wrong with that. We all like to bust. There's nothing wrong with that. So don't be behind the 8 ball and be running around here acting like, oh, I didn't know he wanted. I thought he just wanted to be my friend. No, you didn't, bro. You're not knitted, or are you? Also, ladies, don't be running around here taking things from dudes you're not interested in. This leads to issues. Think about stuff like some of these OnlyFans deletions, where these ladies were taking all this stuff from these dudes, and they came and they wanted retribution for their lost funds. She sent me out. So think about that, man. You don't take things from men that you're not interested in, because that leads to bad things depending on the guy, man. If the guy's a butthurt beta male who can't just figure out that, hey man, I can go to the next one, then that could end badly for you. So think about that also, man. But man, everybody just let me know what y'all think about this, man. I don't like folks that think they're gonna take advantage. I think this lady's a scammer. The way that she's talking about how she's coming in fresh off the boat from where she done came and trying to establish her life, and you want all the bills, and you want somebody to Uber you to a date. You can't even just get to the date yourself when he's gonna pay for everything. You can't even do that little thing. You're garbage, and you should be thrown into the garbage. What's the 300? They say, with the the people that are not wanted are thrown here.
I'm sorry, my friend. But not all of us were meant to be soldiers.
But John!
We don't want you. But yeah, that's it for the video. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Have a great day. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time.